This is April 12th. This is the day after I informed you guys that I've decided to get a gastric balloon in Turkey. And in true life fashion, my first curveball was thrown at me this morning. And this is when I realized that my Danish residency is not enough to get me into Turkey. I have a Kenyan passport, that's the one I used to travel with. And I do have a residency in Denmark, which allows me to travel through most of Europe, with visa free, right? Turkey is not a part of the Schengen countries, which I thought it was. When I set out, I thought it was because I have traveled through Turkey a zillion times. On the way to Kenya, I have traveled through Turkey. I've taken Turkish Airlines, where I've never had any problem in Turkey. Granted, I have never left the airport, but it never really occurred to me that I would need a visa to Turkey. Yeah. So what happened is, I started trying to figure out how to get a visa, and I will say it's not easy. It is absolutely not easy to get a visa to Turkey, especially with a Kenyan passport and living in Denmark. So I called the consulate and they cannot give you any information. They give you a website to go in and find information for yourself, which you go in and it's a dead end. And then you have to call again and you hope to find someone else that you did not speak to before. I'll just say that process was not the easiest process. But finally, I was able to get through to someone who set me out onto another website that I was able to go in and book. Or rather, start my process of trying to get a Turkish visa. I don't know what this means for my time frame. When I want to be there. I don't know what it means for that. I don't know what it means with the fact that I suddenly have to get a visa. I hope that they're going to be able to process it in good time. I still haven't sent it in. I need to talk to the doctor. Now, this actually forces me to choose a doctor and commit to a doctor because I need an address in Turkey for the application. I need to put in an address where I'm going to be going to and where I'm going to be staying. And I think since it's a medical procedure, I think it would really help if it was like with a doctor, because then they booked me in for the procedure and it kind of shows that I'm in and out. So I'm gonna be looking for 5 days of visa in Turkey. It's not expensive. I think it's cost $60 US for a single entry. So that's not what it is. It's a bureaucratic process. It's all the paperwork that needs to go through. I must admit that in the middle of it, I thought when I first realized and was thrown back and forth through websites and through trying to just get someone who could help me, I was very, very, very tempted to consider Prague. For the surgery. I do know that they do. Sorry, for the procedure. It's not a surgery; it's a procedure. I was really, really tempted to look into Prague, and I did actually. The Czech Republic. I did check into some of the people there, but I just can't find enough information. I just cannot find enough people who have done it, and I'm not about to be a guinea pig. I really am not about to be a guinea pig. So that idea was dropped very quickly. I also looked into Poland, which does as well, and the rates are still okay. But again, not too much information about it. I want to go with people who are where I know. Yeah, places where a lot of people have been, because then there's experience. But also just Google bariatric surgery and ask what country is the best to get it at. It's actually Turkey. They do many bariatric surgeries and procedures. So they are very well versed in this, and the prices still are good, and that's why people choose them. So I decided to quickly get back on trying to get a visa, which we're in the process now. So I just wanted to come in here and let you know that if you have, they have a whole list of countries that you can go in, that can go into Turkey without a visa. And if I did have a Danish passport, I actually wouldn't need a visa. I wouldn't need to apply for a visa. I would get a visa on arrival, actually, with a Danish passport. Oh no, I would have been able to apply for an e-passport. Yeah, with a Danish passport, you're not also eligible for an e-visa. Sorry, for a visa on arrival, but you can get an e-visa, which is much easier, much easier process. This other one, I need to go through the whole process of visa application. You know, the one that you go in, fill out forms, pay the fee, book an appointment, show up in Copenhagen. Mind you, I live in the northern part of Denmark, so Copenhagen is 5 hours away from me, so I have to figure out how to get there and go for that appointment. It's small things, but what I'm trying to say, it is not smooth sailing. It is not smooth sailing. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, because I just thought I'm just going to buy a ticket and we're good. I'm going to pick a doctor, buy a ticket and go. But there's a visa that I need to get. So that's what I'm working on. I'll keep you updated on how that goes. And this is especially going to be helpful for people who have different passports, because not all European countries are also eligible to get into Turkey without a visa. So some of you guys also have to apply for visas. But I also know that there's a majority of the African diaspora in Europe that would want to do this procedure. And might have their original passports, their original African passports, or the European passports of where they reside, and might need this information. So yeah, so this is just an update of the journey to me reclaiming myself and refinding myself and rebuilding this temple. Yep, so that's about it. I'll keep you updated with how you go with the rest. Okay, bye.